Listen closely. Your life is not controlled by luck, opportunity, or talent. It is controlled by one invisible force, your time. Every minute you waste is a minute you will never get back. Every hour you dominate compounds into unstoppable momentum. This audiobook will teach you how to take full control of your time, how to bend it, master it, and use it to dominate your goals. If you listen, apply, and repeat, your life will no longer drift. It will advance, relentlessly, predictably, powerfully. Time waits for no one. Will you command it, or be crushed by it? Chapter 1. Stop letting time slip. Time is the one resource you can never earn back. Every second that passes is gone forever. No one can retrieve it. Yet most people treat it like it grows on trees. They scroll endlessly. They watch, they delay, they wait for the right moment. Meanwhile, opportunity passes quietly by. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. You have a choice. You can drift, or you can seize control. Look at your day. How much of it is spent reacting? How much of it is spent executing meaningful action? Most people spend their mornings in autopilot, checking notifications, or replaying yesterday's regrets. By noon, they are already behind. By evening, they feel exhausted but empty. This is not luck. This is a system of negligence. Time disappears because you allow it. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. High performers do it differently. They schedule, they prioritize, and they execute relentlessly. They do not wait for inspiration. They do not wait for motivation. Action comes first. Motivation follows. You don't rise when you feel ready. You rise because it's time. You show up even when you want to quit. You begin before the sun is fully awake. Let's be clear. Checking your phone first thing in the morning is a trap. Scrolling social media fills your head with other people's priorities. It steals your attention before your mind even begins its day. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. Replace idle routines with deliberate action. Spend the first hour of your day building momentum. Plan, journal, strategize, move. Do not allow the world to dictate your energy. Own it. Awareness is the foundation of control. Notice where your time goes. Notice when you delay. Notice the excuses you use. I'll start tomorrow. I need more information. I'm not ready yet. These are traps. Time does not wait for readiness. You don't need permission to act. No one is going to tell you to focus. No one is going to hand you the discipline you require. You have to take it. Own it. Every second reclaimed is power. Every second squandered is a step backward. Execution is the antidote to wasted time. Start small. Choose 3 high-value actions you can complete immediately. Do not postpone. Do not negotiate with procrastination. Prioritize ruthlessly. Time is finite. Your energy is finite. Your focus is finite. Do not spend these resources on trivial distractions. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. Awareness alone is not enough. You must act. Every habit that consumes time without adding value must be eliminated. Replace scrolling with strategy. Replace indecision with action. Replace hesitation with execution. Time mastery is about preparation. Plan the day the night before. Set your objectives clearly. Identify the tasks that will push you closer to your goals. Structure is the weapon against chaos. Without it, you drift. Energy follows clarity. When your day is clear, every action becomes purposeful. Every decision moves you forward. Momentum compounds with consistent execution. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. Do not fool yourself. The distractions are not neutral. They chip away at your potential. Each pause is a victory for mediocrity. Each delay allows others to pass you. Your competition does not wait. Your opportunity does not wait. Time waits for no one. Discipline is deciding. Deciding what matters. Deciding what does not. Deciding to act now instead of later. Deciding to use your seconds with intention. Do not confuse busy with productive. Scrolling, checking emails endlessly, or multitasking is not action. Action creates results. Results are measurable. Results move you closer to your goals. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to get ahead. Accountability is critical. Track your time. Measure output. Analyze how your day is spent. Be honest with yourself. Most people are blind to their own inefficiency. Your awareness determines your ability to reclaim control. Start each day deliberately. Wake with purpose. Move with intent. Prioritize relentlessly. Execute without delay. High performers do not wait for motivation. They act. They act consistently. They act regardless of mood. Momentum grows when action is continuous. One completed task leads to another. One decision executed leads to the next. By noon, you have built a force that propels your entire day. Miss this, and the day controls you. Master this, and you control everything. The principle is simple. Stop letting time slip. Recognize where it is lost. Eliminate the leaks. Replace wasted seconds with deliberate actions. Your results depend on it. Remember, every second counts. Every choice you make either builds you or erodes you. Time is your currency. Spend it wisely. Guard it fiercely. This is not optional. You have a choice. Take control now. Your actions today define the hours, the days, and the years ahead. The moment you decide to act deliberately, the moment you refuse to let seconds vanish, the moment you master the small units of time, you begin to dominate your life. No one else will grant it. No one else will act for you. You have the power. You have the responsibility. Use every second with purpose. Every second wasted is a second someone else uses to get ahead. Every second reclaimed is an advantage. You decide which side of the equation you fall on. Chapter 2. Win the first hour. Controlling your day before the world intervenes. The first hour of your day determines the rest of it. Every high performer understands this. Every successful day begins with intention, not reaction. Most people waste it. They hit snooze. They scroll their phones. They allow the chaos of the outside world to dictate their energy. You cannot afford that. You have a choice. You can surrender to distraction, or you can take command. Winning the first hour is not about perfection. It's about control. It's about establishing momentum before the world has a chance to interfere. Every second you spend passive in the morning sets a precedent for the day. Start with clarity. Wake up and immediately focus. Do not give your attention to social media, emails, or anyone else's agenda. Your mind is a weapon. Do not hand it to the world before you sharpen it. The first hour is your mental warm-up. Meditation centers you. Journaling clarifies your priorities. Planning aligns your actions with your goals. Exercise primes your body for performance. Do not underestimate the power of small rituals. Consistency compounds. One deliberate morning builds confidence. Another builds energy. Another builds unstoppable momentum. You have a choice. You can drift through your mornings, or you can dominate them. Dominate them, and the day cannot resist your control. Avoid common traps. Checking messages immediately steals focus. Scrolling social media injects other people's priorities into your brain. News, notifications, gossip, these are distractions dressed as necessity. Your morning is sacred. Protect it fiercely. High performers act. They wake. They move. They set intentions. They execute the plan, not the noise. Action first. Thinking later. Momentum first. Excuses never. You do not need permission to take control of your morning. You do not need anyone's approval to dominate your time. No one else can make this choice for you. You have to decide. You have to commit. Structure the first hour with purpose. Divide it into segments. Physical activation. Mental preparation. Strategic planning. Every activity is deliberate. Every minute spent builds advantage. Energy follows focus. If your mind is scattered, your body will follow. If your mind is disciplined, your body will obey. Your morning sets the tone. Your habits dictate the flow. Small victories matter. Completing one focused task before breakfast builds confidence. Writing down goals before coffee solidifies priorities. Stretching or exercising awakens your body and ignites your will. Momentum compounds, even in small increments. The first hour is also about emotional control. You set the tone for your reactions. You choose calm over chaos. You choose action over procrastination. You choose preparation over distraction. Do not confuse business with effectiveness. Flurry of motion does not equal progress. Purposeful, intentional actions move the needle. Momentum grows from deliberate effort, not from randomness. Every successful day begins with clarity and control. Every distraction avoided preserves energy for meaningful work. Every choice made with intention strengthens discipline. The morning is your proving ground. You have a choice. You can remain passive and reactive. Or you can lead. Lead your mind, lead your body, lead your schedule. High performers treat mornings like a battlefield. They enter with a plan. They control their environment. They execute relentlessly. They do not wait for motivation. They act because action generates motivation. The world will intrude eventually. It will demand your attention. It will present obstacles. It will challenge your focus. But if you dominate the first hour, you have already won. The day bends to your will. Avoid reliance on temporary feelings. Energy, confidence, or inspiration is unreliable. Discipline is consistent. Action is unstoppable. The first hour is about creating momentum that persists. Visualize the day as a chain of events. The first link determines the strength of the rest. Weak link, weak chain. Strong link, unbreakable chain. The first hour is that link. Do not negotiate with lethargy. Do not rationalize delay. Do not let excuses dictate your routine. You decide. You act. You build momentum. Every morning is an opportunity. Every day is a test. Every hour sets the trajectory of your outcomes. Start strong. Start focused. Start disciplined. Time waits for no one. The day will not pause for indecision. Your tasks will not complete themselves. Your goals will not chase themselves. Action first. Momentum follows. Accountability strengthens results. Track your morning routines. Evaluate efficiency. Adjust where needed. Consistency compounds faster than talent or luck. Remember, success is not measured by intention. It is measured by results. The first hour is the foundation. Build it with precision, and everything else becomes easier. You have a choice. Take control of the first hour. Every decision counts. Every minute invested compounds. Every distraction avoided strengthens momentum. Do not surrender to chaos. Do not allow the day to define you. You define the day. You lead from the first breath. You act with purpose. You move with intent. Momentum becomes unstoppable. The first hour is yours. Command it. Own it. Win it. Chapter 3. Harness daily momentum. Small wins, massive results. Momentum is the invisible force behind achievement. It builds gradually. It compounds silently. And it can be destroyed in seconds if mismanaged. Most people underestimate it. They treat every day as separate. They fail to see that one small action fuels the next. Success does not arrive in bursts. It is earned through consistent, deliberate steps. You have a choice. You can act sporadically, or you can create an unstoppable rhythm that carries you forward. Small wins are the foundation. Completing one task on time. Following through on a commitment. Finishing a project phase. Each success triggers energy, focus, and confidence. Momentum grows when you leverage these wins. One completed task increases your capacity to handle the next. One disciplined choice strengthens resolve for subsequent decisions. Your day becomes a chain of victories. Avoid breaking the chain. Procrastination is momentum's enemy. Excuses stall progress. Distractions derail energy. Every delay is lost opportunity. Every delay slows the chain reaction. Start with structure. Define key priorities. Segment your tasks. Block time for execution. Build a rhythm that aligns effort with purpose. Every intentional action feeds momentum. Momentum is also emotional. Success breeds confidence. Confidence generates courage. Courage fuels risk-taking. Risk-taking produces results. A single productive hour can shape the next 5. You do not need inspiration. Action generates energy, not the other way around. Move first. Let the results create motivation. Waiting for the perfect feeling guarantees stagnation. Track progress visibly. Mark completed tasks. Acknowledge small victories. These reminders reinforce momentum. They create accountability to yourself, not others. Momentum requires avoidance of distraction. Interruptions fragment energy. Social media, unnecessary meetings, and idle chatter are drains. Protect your focus fiercely. Each uninterrupted block of work compounds gains. Use micro-habits strategically. Morning routines, brief planning sessions, and checkpoint reviews sustain energy. Even 5 minutes of focused attention accelerates productivity. Consistency matters more than duration. Tiny efforts multiplied across the day produce massive outcomes. Momentum also demands recovery. Energy is finite. Short breaks maintain performance. Movement, hydration, and brief mental pauses prevent burnout. Recovery fuels acceleration. Be deliberate with choices. Every task should serve your objectives. Every action should either progress you or teach you. Avoid busy work disguised as productivity. Focus on impact, not activity. External validation is irrelevant. Momentum is internal. Your rhythm is self-sustained. Do not rely on praise or recognition to propel effort. Your chain of wins exists independent of others. Use setbacks as fuel. Failure is temporary. Momentum is resilient. A misstep can accelerate growth if you respond intentionally. Recommit immediately. Adjust, learn, and move forward without hesitation. Repetition and reinforcement are crucial. Each disciplined choice strengthens habit. Each completed task signals capability. Each small victory compounds confidence. The process becomes unstoppable. Momentum is cumulative. One day builds on another. Missed days create gaps that slow progress. Consistency beats intensity. Regular, intentional effort produces sustainable results. Eliminate perfectionism. Waiting for flawless execution destroys momentum. Action, iteration, and improvement maintain flow. Completion, not perfection, propels the chain forward. High performers leverage accountability. They share goals with mentors, partners, or systems that reinforce commitment. External tracking amplifies internal discipline. Every reported win increases the pressure to maintain rhythm. Your mental state fuels momentum. Focus sharpens clarity. Confidence multiplies courage. Discipline strengthens persistence. Emotion without control destabilizes progress. Harness mental energy intentionally. Energy is contagious. Momentum influences habits, mindset, and even others around you. Structured days radiate power. Disorganization breeds stagnation. Your daily pattern sets the trajectory of long-term results. Avoid multitasking. Shallow attention diminishes progress. Single-minded focus maximizes output. Complete one task fully, then move to the next. Each accomplishment accelerates the next step. Celebrate small wins privately. Recognition is optional. The internal acknowledgement of progress reinforces confidence. External applause is unnecessary. Your chain of wins exists to serve your goals, not impress others. Momentum compounds faster than skill alone. Discipline accelerates outcomes. Action triggers opportunity. Consistency creates mastery. This is how high performers achieve more in less time. Do not underestimate minor actions. Filing one report. Sending one email. Completing one habit. Each step feeds momentum. Energy grows cumulatively. Results become inevitable. Momentum demands vigilance. Interruptions, fatigue, and indecision threaten continuity. Anticipate obstacles. Prepare responses. Maintain rhythm regardless of conditions. Your choices define velocity. Speed is a byproduct of control. Focused execution generates acceleration. Momentum cannot be faked. It is earned, maintained, and defended through deliberate action. Reflection reinforces progress. Review completed tasks daily. Analyze efficiency. Adjust strategies. Continuous assessment prevents decay. Every reflection strengthens the chain. Momentum is liberation. It reduces stress. It enhances confidence. It amplifies capability. Flow becomes natural. The day bends to your rhythm. You have a choice. You can drift without direction. Or you can harness momentum deliberately. You can structure your actions. You can accelerate results. You can create a day that builds unstoppable force. Start small. Win one task. Then the next. Build rhythm. Build confidence. Build unstoppable daily momentum. Every chain begins with one link. Each action is a link. Complete it. Connect it. Strengthen it. Momentum is not luck. It is earned through discipline. It is maintained through consistency. It is defended through focus. It multiplies outcomes faster than effort alone. You have control. You have choices. You can harness daily momentum. Small wins become massive results. Action compounds into excellence. Chapter 4. Master Mental Toughness. Thriving under pressure. Pressure is constant. Life never slows down. Expectations, deadlines, challenges, they all demand performance. Most people crumble under stress. They react emotionally. They lose focus. They surrender control. You have a choice. You can be dictated by circumstances. Or you can control your mind and dominate the moment. Mental toughness is not a trait. It is a skill. It is cultivated deliberately through daily habits, choices, and resilience. Start with awareness. Recognize stress triggers. Identify situations that provoke anxiety or frustration. Label your reactions before they escalate. Conscious observation converts instinctive fear into calculated response. You don't need anyone's permission to control your state. Your mind is your domain. Others can't invade it unless you allow. Power starts internally, not externally. Pressure is an opportunity. It reveals weaknesses. It exposes limits. It highlights areas requiring growth. Embrace it instead of avoiding it. Repetition builds resilience. Facing small challenges daily strengthens tolerance for bigger ones. A cold shower, an early workout, an uncomfortable conversation, they all reinforce fortitude. Discipline under minor stress multiplies effectiveness under major strain. Control your narrative. Internal dialogue shapes performance. Negative self-talk destroys confidence. Reframe challenges as manageable. Replace "I can't" with "I will figure it out." Replace fear with action. Commit to consistency. Mental toughness grows from routine, not luck. Daily habits, focused work, deliberate practice, physical exertion, expand endurance. Each completed task, each small victory, reinforces capacity to handle pressure. Discomfort is a tool. Avoiding difficulty produces fragility. Seeking it strategically produces strength. Push through mental barriers. Challenge perceived limitations. Your brain adapts to stress when engaged intentionally. Pause before reacting. Reactions under pressure are often impulsive. Pausing allows reasoning. It prevents mistakes. It turns energy into deliberate outcomes. High performers anticipate adversity. They prepare mentally for obstacles before they occur. Visualization, planning, and scenario analysis reduce panic. Preparation transforms unpredictability into opportunity. Persistence matters more than intensity. Stamina in thought and action underpins toughness. One consistent hour of focus outweighs multiple fragmented efforts. Endurance beats short bursts of sporadic courage. Failure is a feedback mechanism. It teaches, not punishes. Analyze mistakes, adjust approach, and continue forward. Mental toughness is reinforced through learning, not avoidance. Emotions are signals, not commands. Fear alerts. Anger indicates boundary violation. Frustration signals resistance. Observe emotions objectively. Respond strategically. Do not react reflexively. Discipline over feelings builds clarity. Emotional control maintains focus. It allows deliberate choice. It separates high performers from reactive individuals. Stress management is physical too. Sleep, nutrition, exercise, all influence mental resilience. A fatigued body produces a frail mind. Prioritize health to enhance capacity under pressure. Decision-making under stress defines outcomes. Quick, reasoned choices outperform hesitancy or impulsivity. Mental toughness is the ability to make the right move when stakes are high. Confidence is not innate. It is earned through preparation and repeated exposure to discomfort. Every challenge faced reinforces belief in your ability to overcome. Self-assurance is a byproduct of experience, not arrogance. Set boundaries intentionally. Protect focus from distraction and interruption. Unnecessary noise undermines mental fortitude. Allocate energy to tasks that demand your best. Visualization enhances performance. Mentally rehearsing challenges reduces shock when they occur. Imagining obstacles and practicing responses builds readiness. Prepared minds react calmly, not chaotically. Mental toughness is sustained by accountability. Track progress daily. Measure growth in resilience, focus, and stress response. External reporting strengthens internal commitment. You must embrace the grind. Shortcuts erode durability. Quick fixes fail under prolonged pressure. Enduring discomfort daily builds a core of mental strength. Focus amplifies results. Distraction fractures energy. Sustained attention under difficulty produces mastery. Refuse to scatter effort. Refuse to surrender concentration. Repetition of small victories compounds toughness. Completing difficult tasks consistently rewires perception. What once seemed impossible becomes manageable. Obstacles shrink in proportion to your preparation. Mental toughness requires humility. Recognize limits objectively. Identify areas for improvement. Seek learning over ego validation. Growth thrives in honest self-assessment. Control is internal, not external. Pressure exists everywhere. You cannot eliminate it. You can only master your response. Own your reactions. Shape your behavior. Determine your outcomes. Stress is temporary. The skills you develop endure. Every situation survived builds confidence. Every challenge overcome reinforces capability. Resilience becomes habitual, instinctive, automatic. Use setbacks to fuel determination. Adversity reveals opportunity for growth. React intentionally, not emotionally. Transform obstacles into stepping stones. Mental toughness defines life trajectory. Individuals with discipline under pressure outperform those with raw talent alone. Endurance, focus, and strategic response multiply effectiveness. You have a choice. You can fold under stress. You can react, panic, and falter. Or you can prepare, observe, and dominate. You can train your mind to thrive where others fail. You can create clarity amidst chaos. You can emerge stronger after every test. Chapter 5. Take relentless action. outwork excuses and complacency. Action is the only currency that creates results. Talking, planning, and wishing are worthless without movement. Excuses are the poison that steals progress before it starts. You have a choice. You can wait for motivation, or you can rise despite it. High performers don't wait for inspiration. They generate it by moving first. Complacency is comfortable. It feels safe. It whispers that you've done enough. It destroys potential silently, one small decision at a time. Discipline over feelings is essential. You don't wait until you feel capable. You act regardless of mood, energy, or confidence. Your state is irrelevant to the requirement of execution. Identify excuses immediately. Name them out loud. Label procrastination as what it truly is: a refusal to take responsibility. You don't need permission from anyone to start. Your own hesitation is the only obstacle. Repeated effort compounds results. Small wins accumulate. Daily action grows momentum. Each completed task strengthens confidence and reduces resistance. Consistency, not intensity, separates the persistent from the stagnant. Stop rationalizing inaction. Waiting for perfect timing is a trap. Conditions are never ideal. High performers create opportunity in imperfection. They move before readiness arrives. Measure output, not intention. Talking about a goal achieves nothing. Planning alone accomplishes little. Execution defines success. Your effort must produce measurable progress. Break tasks into manageable units. Focus on the immediate next step. Large goals overwhelm and paralyze. Action is iterative. Completion comes piece by piece. Eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Notifications, unnecessary conversations, idle browsing, these steal energy. Concentration is a weapon. Every moment preserved for purposeful work multiplies results. Repetition builds momentum. Start tasks without deliberation. Finish them with persistence. The brain adapts to consistent effort. Speed, accuracy, and efficiency improve naturally under repeated exposure. Fear of failure kills action. Avoidance perpetuates stagnation. Failure is feedback, not a verdict. You learn faster when you attempt, adjust, and repeat. Momentum grows as hesitation diminishes. Commit to a daily standard of excellence. Do more than required. Finish what others leave incomplete. This separates average performers from extraordinary achievers. Exceeding the baseline compounds advantage over time. Time is finite. Excuses extend it unnecessarily. Procrastination wastes opportunities that never return. Action maximizes the utility of every moment. Movement converts potential into reality. Self-reliance accelerates achievement. Don't wait for external validation. Approval from others is irrelevant to progress. Your work is sufficient. Your results speak louder than any commentary. Energy is cyclical. Acting first generates motivation for subsequent tasks. Momentum fuels itself. Inertia only strengthens when you commit to movement. Begin before feeling ready. Accountability strengthens output. Track daily actions, measurable results, and milestones. Report progress to yourself. Consistency grows when effort is observed and recorded. Complacency thrives in comfort. You must embrace discomfort intentionally. Challenge your own limits daily. Stretch beyond familiarity. Resist stagnation through deliberate effort. Break large objectives into microactions. Immediate tasks are easier to tackle. Completion reinforces confidence. Forward progress becomes habitual. Momentum develops organically through structured repetition. Action reduces fear. Inertia magnifies it. Movement produces clarity. Execution illuminates next steps. Hesitation clouds judgment and amplifies uncertainty. Success is a reflection of the sum of small actions taken consistently. 1 hour focus today outweighs scattered effort over a week. Cumulative effort compounds results invisibly but powerfully. Persistence under pressure outperforms intermittent bursts of brilliance. Discipline is visible in silent work. Consistency outlasts bursts of public performance. You don't need recognition to succeed. Private effort builds strength for public outcomes. Observe resistance as a signal. When tasks feel uncomfortable, progress is occurring. Difficulty is a sign of growth. Confront challenges directly, instead of retreating. Excuses thrive in avoidance. Prioritize high-value activities. Identify actions that create disproportionate results. Eliminate low-impact efforts. Focus attention on what advances objectives meaningfully. Refuse to be reactive. Waiting for external pressure diminishes autonomy. Take initiative relentlessly. Create structure and order instead of relying on chaos to push you forward. Every completed task reinforces belief. Action produces self-trust. Momentum reduces friction for the next challenge. Inertia disappears as effort becomes habitual. Avoid perfectionism. Waiting for flawless conditions is a form of procrastination. Execution outweighs flawless planning. Imperfect action produces learning and momentum. Commit publicly if necessary. Accountability to others amplifies motivation. External observation strengthens internal commitment. Declare intentions and pursue them relentlessly. Celebrate progress quietly. Recognition is secondary. Private satisfaction reinforces continuation. Your personal standard is the measure of success. Excuses end now. Delay stops immediately. Every minute spent rationalizing is a minute wasted. Immediate action creates advantage. Consistency compounds power. You have a choice. You can remain stagnant, or you can move with deliberate intensity. You can generate unstoppable momentum through relentless effort. You can outwork everyone around you without announcing it. Every day begins anew. Action taken today defines tomorrow's opportunities. Momentum becomes your ally. Excuses are irrelevant once you commit. Chapter 6. Harness focus to multiply every action. Action without focus leaks power. Effort without direction wastes energy. Business is not productivity. Most people stay busy to feel useful. They move all day and accomplish nothing meaningful. They confuse motion with progress. You have a choice. You can scatter your attention, or you can concentrate it like a blade. Focus is not talent. Focus is discipline. It is trained. It is protected. It is enforced. Every distraction steals strength. Every interruption fractures momentum. Each time your attention shifts, performance drops. Recovery takes time. Results suffer quietly. High performers guard their focus aggressively. They don't multitask. They don't juggle priorities. They decide what matters. Then they eliminate everything else. It's not about intelligence. It's about control. It's not about working longer. It's about working deliberately. Your mind is your primary weapon. If it's scattered, your results are weak. If it's disciplined, output multiplies. Distraction is engineered. Notifications, messages, endless information, all designed to pull attention outward. You don't need their permission to disconnect. Silence is a strategic advantage. Unavailable people execute deeper work. Decide one objective per block of time. Not 5. Not 3. 1. Commit fully to it. When attention is divided, progress slows. When attention is singular, momentum accelerates. This is not theory. This is execution science. Most people avoid focus because it exposes resistance. Silence removes distraction. Distraction hides fear. When noise disappears, effort becomes unavoidable. That's why focus feels uncomfortable. That discomfort signals growth. Avoidance strengthens weakness. Engagement builds strength. Set clear boundaries. Define work periods. Remove access to unnecessary input. Protect your environment intentionally. It's not about willpower. It's about structure. A disciplined system removes decision fatigue. When choices disappear, execution improves. Choose when to consume information. Do not allow constant intake. Input without application creates confusion. Action requires clarity. High-level performers schedule focus before everything else. They don't fit it in. They prioritize it. Results follow discipline, not convenience. Observe your energy patterns. Protect high-energy hours. Assign demanding tasks to peak focus windows. Low-value work can wait. Focus transforms time. One uninterrupted hour outperforms 4 distracted ones. Intensity compresses effort. Quality rises naturally. Your brain adapts to what you practice. Fragmented attention trains weakness. Sustained focus trains strength. Choose what you reinforce. Mental fatigue is not from work. It comes from constant switching. Each shift drains cognitive power. Stability restores it. Stop reacting. Start deciding. Proactive focus beats reactive business every time. You don't need to respond instantly. Urgency is often artificial. True priorities remain important tomorrow. Silence is not avoidance. It's preparation. Quiet effort produces strategic clarity. Train focus daily. Start small. Extend duration gradually. Consistency reshapes capacity. Do not chase stimulation. Chase depth. Depth creates mastery. Mastery creates leverage. Most people want fast results. Few are willing to focus long enough to earn them. That gap is your advantage. Refuse shallow work when deep work is required. Surface effort produces surface results. Depth separates professionals from amateurs. Focus removes doubt. Clarity replaces hesitation. Execution becomes natural when direction is fixed. If your attention drifts, reset immediately. No frustration. No negotiation. Return to the task. Discipline is built through repetition. Every return strengthens control. Every correction builds resilience. Your output reflects your attention. Scattered mind. Scattered results. Focused mind. Compounding progress. You have a choice. Protect your attention. Or surrender it. No one will do this for you. You must enforce it daily. Quietly. Relentlessly. This is not about perfection. It's about commitment. Small improvements compound into dominance. When focus becomes habit, momentum accelerates. Tasks complete faster. Quality improves. Confidence rises. Noise fades. Clarity sharpens. Execution becomes automatic. Chapter 7. Build momentum without breaking yourself. Momentum is power. Burnout is misuse. Most people confuse the two. They sprint until exhaustion. Then they disappear. You have a choice. Build sustainable drive. Or self-destruct through overreach. Momentum is not intensity alone. It is consistency guided by restraint. Strength comes from control. Burnout happens when effort lacks structure. Pushing without recovery creates collapse. Discipline prevents that failure. It's not about grinding endlessly. It's about pacing intelligently. Endurance outperforms desperation. High performers respect limits. They operate inside boundaries. They recover on purpose. You don't need their permission to rest. Rest is not weakness. Rest is strategic preparation. Momentum thrives on rhythm. Work. Recover. Repeat. Without recovery, progress stalls. Without direction, energy scatters. Without discipline, effort dissolves. It's not about motivation. It's about regulation. Emotional control sustains output. Consistency wins because it compounds. Small actions done daily outperform sporadic heroics. Momentum favors patience. Your body is a system. Your mind is a system. Abuse either and performance drops. Respect fatigue signals. They are data, not excuses. Control pace before pace controls you. Slow today prevents collapse tomorrow. Longevity is the advantage. Momentum does not require constant pressure. It requires repeated engagement. Show up again. Then again. Avoid the trap of all-or-nothing thinking. Progress survives balance. Extremes create failure. High achievers leave energy in reserve. They finish strong. They return prepared. Sustainable momentum feels calm. Not frantic. Not chaotic. You don't need adrenaline to perform. You need structure. You need recovery. Discipline sets stopping points. Discipline also sets restart times. Both matter equally. When effort becomes automatic, momentum stabilizes. When rest becomes intentional, output improves. Burnout kills confidence. Momentum builds belief. Choose wisely. Protect sleep. Protect nutrition. Protect mental space. These are performance tools. Ignore signals and pay later. Respect limits and progress continues. Momentum grows when stress is managed. Unmanaged pressure fractures focus. Control restores clarity. Pace is not laziness. It is leadership over self. You have a choice. Chase short-term intensity, or build long-term dominance. True power endures. Flash fades. When momentum stabilizes, confidence strengthens. Consistency removes doubt. Reliability replaces chaos. This is how winners last. Not through obsession. Through discipline. Chapter 8. Eliminate energy drains ruthlessly. Energy is currency. Waste it, and progress collapses. Most people feel tired without working hard. That's not exhaustion. That's leakage. You have a choice. Protect your power, or bleed it daily. Energy drains hide in plain sight. Endless notifications. Unnecessary conversations. Mental clutter. Distraction is theft. It steals focus quietly. It leaves nothing behind. You don't need their permission to disconnect. Silence is not rude. It is protective. Every interruption fractures momentum. Re-entry costs more than you think. Attention is expensive. It's not about working more. It's about leaking less. Discipline seals gaps. Low-value tasks consume high-value energy. Business feels productive. Results say otherwise. High performers audit their days. They remove friction deliberately. They simplify aggressively. Energy loss also comes from people. Complaining spreads fatigue. Drama drains resolve. Not everyone deserves access. Boundaries preserve strength. Distance restores clarity. Your mind cannot sprint while carrying noise. Mental load slows execution. Clarity accelerates action. Sleep deprivation multiplies weakness. Poor nutrition dulls focus. Neglect compounds failure. These are not lifestyle choices. They are performance decisions. Energy thrives on order. Chaos consumes reserves. Structure rebuilds capacity. You have a choice. Engage everything. Or choose selectively. Selective focus wins. Scattered effort fails. Turn off what does not serve execution. Reduce exposure to nonsense. Control inputs. Emotionally draining habits must go. Complaining. Overthinking. Comparing. It's not about toughness. It's about discipline. Control beats endurance. High output requires clean systems. Messy environments slow progress. Order sharpens intent. Remove what distracts you. Remove what exhausts you. Remove what delays execution. This is not cruelty. It is survival at a higher level. When energy is preserved, momentum compounds. When drains disappear, power returns. Your capacity increases when waste stops. Focus sharpens naturally. Results accelerate. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer leaks. Cut the noise. Protect the engine. Move with purpose. Chapter 9. Install non-negotiable systems. Motivation fades. Systems remain. Feelings fluctuate. Structures do not. You have a choice. Rely on emotion. Or build machinery. Most people wait to feel ready. That delay destroys momentum. Action must become automatic. High performers don't negotiate with moods. They follow rules. They execute sequences. A system removes hesitation. It answers questions before they appear. It eliminates friction. Decision fatigue is real. Every choice drains capacity. Systems reduce thinking. You don't need their permission to operate differently. Consistency looks boring to outsiders. It wins anyway. Non-negotiable means fixed. No debate. No adjustment based on comfort. Wake time stays locked. Training happens regardless. Work begins without ceremony. This is not rigidity. This is freedom through structure. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. Discipline runs without supervision. When behavior becomes routine, resistance collapses. Habits carry you forward. Momentum sustains itself. Most people create plans. Few create enforcement. Rules without consequences dissolve. Standards without action fade. Execution demands boundaries. Systems protect progress on weak days. They function when confidence drops. They perform when energy dips. You have a choice. Excuses or execution. Build triggers. Time-based starts. Environment-based cues. The clock tells you when to begin. The location signals focus. The routine activates movement. No motivation required. No inspiration needed. Action begins anyway. Remove options. Options invite delay. Simplicity accelerates output. One workout template. One work block sequence. One shutdown ritual. Repetition creates reliability. Reliability builds trust. Self-trust multiplies confidence. Systems also reduce stress. Predictability calms the mind. Order restores control. Chaos drains energy. Structure conserves it. That contrast matters. You don't rise by chance. You rise by design. Non-negotiables force alignment. Life reorganizes around them. Distractions fall away. People will question your rigidity. Ignore the noise. You're building permanence. You don't need their permission to protect your time. Access is earned. Focus is defended. A system is a promise kept daily. Each execution reinforces identity. Identity drives behavior. You stop asking who you are becoming. Your actions answer for you. Missed days weaken standards. Consistency strengthens resolve. Small breaks invite collapse. Protect streaks aggressively. Momentum is fragile early. Guard it until it hardens. This is how discipline becomes effortless. Not easy. Effortless. The mind stops resisting. The body complies. Progress compounds. You have a choice. Drift with feelings. Or move with structure. When systems lock in, results follow quietly. No announcement needed. No validation required. Chapter 10. Ruthless Time Blocking. Time is neutral. You are not. Hours pass regardless of intent. Days disappear without warning. Weeks vanish quietly. You have a choice. Control the clock. Or get controlled by it. Most people live in reaction. Messages dictate movement. Interruptions decide direction. That approach guarantees mediocrity. Scattered focus produces scattered results. Nothing significant survives chaos. Time blocking is not planning. It is ownership. It is authority over your day. Every block has a purpose. Every hour has a job. Idle gaps invite weakness. When time is assigned, excuses lose power. There is nothing to decide. Execution begins immediately. You don't need their permission to protect your schedule. Availability is a trap. Boundaries are strength. High performers don't ask, "What should I do now?" They already decided yesterday. Clarity replaces hesitation. It's not about business. It's about direction. Motion without aim is waste. Ruthless means intentional. Focused. Unapologetic. You block work that moves the needle. You block recovery to sustain output. You block thinking time to sharpen decisions. Everything else becomes optional. Optional tasks get trimmed. Low-value noise gets removed. You have a choice. Respond to everything, or commit to the few things that matter. Time blocks create pressure. Pressure creates speed. Speed reveals priority. When the clock is visible, urgency appears. Procrastination loses oxygen. Drift gets exposed. Multitasking disappears inside blocks. One task, one outcome. Fragmentation kills depth. Depth produces dominance. Dominance comes from focus. You don't negotiate with the block. You respect it. You enter fully. If energy dips, you stay present. If resistance shows up, you continue. Discomfort becomes familiar. This is not about perfection. It's about completion. Finished work compounds. Open-ended time invites distraction. Defined limits sharpen attention. Constraints improve performance. You schedule the hard work first. Peak focus gets priority. Easy tasks wait. This is discipline in calendar form. Visual. Concrete. You can see commitment. You can measure integrity. You can track follow-through. Missed blocks expose truth. Honored blocks build trust. Self-respect grows quietly. You have a choice. Lie to yourself. Or prove reliability through action. Most people underestimate how powerful structure feels. Mental clutter fades. Decision fatigue disappears. There is relief in knowing what comes next. There is strength in predictability. There is freedom inside order. Time blocking forces honesty. You confront how long things actually take. Illusions collapse. You stop overestimating capacity. You stop underestimating effort. Reality replaces fantasy. This is not rigidity. This is precision. Precision accelerates results. Every completed block becomes momentum. Momentum fuels confidence. Confidence reinforces execution. You don't need motivation when momentum is present. Movement generates belief. Belief follows proof. Blocks also protect recovery. Rest becomes deliberate. Burnout gets avoided. Unplanned rest turns into avoidance. Planned recovery restores strength. There is a difference. You train when the schedule says train. You think when the block says think. You stop when the day ends. This creates separation. Work ends cleanly. The mind recovers faster. Time blocking makes life lighter, not heavier. Clear edges reduce mental drag. You begin to respect your own time. Others follow naturally. Standards rise. You have a choice. Treat hours casually, or treat them like assets. Because time is the only resource you cannot replace. Money returns. Energy rebuilds. Lost hours never come back. That truth demands seriousness. That seriousness creates power. Ruthless scheduling is self-leadership. It signals intent. It enforces priority. When the calendar aligns with values, progress accelerates. No drama. No noise. Just execution. Repeated daily. Quietly effective. Here is the truth you must face. Time is the ultimate currency, and your life is its reflection. Every second you waste compounds into regret. Every hour you dominate compounds into power. Do not let distractions, excuses, or hesitation steal your life. Plan, block, act, reflect, repeat. Protect your time with the ferocity of a predator. Chapter 11. Non-negotiable execution. Ideas are cheap. Clarity is rare. Execution is everything. Most people know what to do. Few do it consistently. The gap is not intelligence. It is follow-through. You don't rise to your intentions. You fall to your standards. And standards are revealed in action. Not promises. Not preparation. Action. Execution is the moment truth appears. Plans feel safe. Action feels exposed. That is why most people delay. Delay is disguised fear. Fear of effort. Fear of failure. Fear of discovering limits. Execution removes disguise. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Waiting is a decision. And it has consequences. Non-negotiable execution means this. When it's time to act, you act. Mood is irrelevant. Comfort is optional. Consistency is required. You do not debate with resistance. You move through it. You don't seek confidence first. Confidence follows movement. Momentum is built, not found. Small actions create traction. Traction creates speed. Speed creates belief. Most people want certainty before effort. High performers accept uncertainty as the cost of progress. They move anyway. Execution simplifies life. One step at a time. No overthinking. No endless refinement. Just forward motion. You measure days by what was finished. Not what was discussed. Not what was planned. Completion is the metric. Incomplete work leaks energy. Finished work returns it. Closure creates calm. Execution exposes weakness. That is its gift. You see what breaks. What resists. What needs strengthening. Avoidance hides flaws. Action reveals them. Revealed flaws can be fixed. You don't need to do everything. You need to do the right things repeatedly. Repetition builds reliability. Reliability builds identity. You become what you execute daily. Not occasionally. Not when convenient. Daily. Non-negotiable means no internal bargaining. No, just this once. No exceptions for comfort. Exceptions become habits. Habits become character. Discipline is not harsh. It is stabilizing. It removes chaos. It removes self-doubt. When you act as planned, trust grows. Trust eliminates hesitation. Hesitation wastes time. Execution creates clarity retroactively. You understand by doing, not by thinking. You don't need more information. You need more output. Information without execution is noise. Start before you feel ready. Finish even when it's imperfect. Progress beats polish. This is not about intensity. It's about inevitability. The work gets done. Every time. Some days are fast. Some days are heavy. Both count. You do the work on good days. You do the work on bad days. That is the difference. Non-negotiable execution builds quiet confidence. No hype. No drama. Just proof. You stop asking who you could become. You see who you are becoming. Through action. You have a choice. Protect comfort. Or build credibility with yourself. For the next 90 days, commit to mastering your hours. Wake early. Execute first. Guard your focus. Track your progress. Repeat relentlessly. In 90 days, you will not recognize your life. You will not recognize your results. And the question is simple. Will you control time? Or will it control you? The choice is yours.